I was getting to the point where I had no life and I was stressing out over uploading a YouTube video. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. It's been a couple months actually. And I am recording on my phone, which, believe it or not, is still one of my favorite recording devices. You are not peeing on the trailer. I am recording on my phone because my camera is currently dead and my microphones are currently dead, because this is an impromptu record session to say hello to you guys, because it's been a while. And yeah, needless to say, Ghost and I, we are alive. He's right here, right there, doing his sniffy thing like he always does. And like I said, I'm recording on my phone, and I still think this is an awesome recording device, minus when I'm on hikes or certain things. So I'm out on a walk here with Ghost, which I'm trying to get myself back into, and I figured I would pick up the camera. So let me give you guys an update on what's been happening recently, because I did what I really needed to do this year, and I actually used the winter time, the cold season, the slow down season to try and relax, because this transition from being an independent contractor to a W-2 employee has been more time consuming than expected, and a bit more stressful as well, which was not the goal, but what can you do? So as you guys may know, I typically call winter, cold months, slow down season, because technically from where I am, up in New York, where it's cold, we have snow, can't really do anything outside too much unless you're into winter sports, which I am not. It's slow down season. It's cozy season. That's another word I use for it, because literally we get cozy and we hibernate. That's kind of what we do here. And I definitely took full advantage of that this year. Not gonna lie, I was a lazy bum from probably about December, mid-December, through to about, I'd say, the last month. I've been really trying to get back into the groove of things within the last month. And I took time off of YouTube. Did I want to take time off of YouTube? Not particularly, but here's my problem. I wore a Columbia and it's like 65 degrees out here. I definitely don't need my Columbia sweater, but it might come off here soon. It is quite warm. Anyways, sidetrack, squirrel brain. I needed the time. I did not want to take the time off of YouTube. That is not something that I wanted to do, because of the fact that I had such a good streak of posting videos all the time and gaining followers. Our subscribers have grown. We're almost to 600 subscribers, guys. Like, share, subscribed, all the things, do all the things. Anyways, but I literally needed the time. I was getting to the point where I had no life and I was stressing out over uploading a YouTube video, which I should not be stressing out over, because this is a hobby. Would I love for it to someday possibly to turn into a moneymaker? Yes. Is it going to realistically happen anytime soon? Not from what I'm seeing, according to my subscriber count. And earning money through YouTube ads and everything is becoming increasingly more difficult. So there's also that. But that's not why I took the time off. And I wanted to make this video to show you guys that I am still alive. The ghost man is in fact still alive. And we just took it easy. That's what we needed to do, and that's what we did. Give you some da floof time. Ghost is doing well. He is also out of shape, just like me. He also took time off this winter, not because we wanted to stop walking, but we had a very cold winter and a very windy winter. And when it's very cold and very windy, and we actually got more snow than we have in the last handful of years. When it's cold and there's a lot of snow, I don't walk. My cutoff temperature is 20 degrees. 20 degrees Fahrenheit, that's my cutoff temperature. At that point, it's too cold for me to safely walk. Chances are it's too icy to safely walk on said roads. And he has sensitive feet. So because there's so much salt on the roads from said iciness, it's not good for him to walk either. So we just took it. And when we had a nice day, we would go for a short walk. And I would have to wipe his feet off when we got home. And wipe his disgusting belly off when we got home. Because if you know anything about walking your dog during the winter, they get this black yuckiness underneath their belly. And it is not fun. So we did that on the occasion, but it was quite a chilly winter. I will say that. But we did what you normally do, or what people normally do during winters. And we relaxed, and we sat on the couch, and we worked on my cross stitch. My cross stitch was one of the things that I worked on almost every night. I'd say probably 4 out of the 7 days of the week, I was working on the cross stitch after work in the evening. Not only because I wanted to work on my cross stitch, but I found I was actually sleeping better after working on my cross stitch for a couple hours in the evening, which is fantastic. Because if you know me, I don't sleep very well. I toss and turn a lot. When I get to sleep, it's amazing because it takes forever for me to fall asleep. And when I worked on my cross stitch, it would like wind down my brain. And I wasn't just working on my cross stitch. Like I was working on my cross stitch and reading my book. And on the weekends, when I was hanging with my other person, my significant other, we literally built a movie list and we started watching movies. And we started doing crafts together. We were doing painting nights and doing different things, but they were all relaxing things. Oh, someone's having a fire. Someone's having a fire. We gotta have a fire. We had a lot of tiny branches that fell this year. But yeah, it was a time of slowdown. And I definitely took advantage of it. If you guys know, back in August, I switched over from a 1099 independent contractor job over to a normal W-2 job. And I made that switch over to the W-2 job because of the fact that the 1099 job just wasn't pulling in the income for the amount of hours that I was working. It was becoming increasingly to the point where it wasn't worth my time because I was out there for 60 to 70 hours a week and only bringing home, after I put away money for taxes and maintenance on my car, I was only bringing home about $600 a week for working 60 to 70 hours, which is not okay. If you're wondering, that is not okay. Now, you may be asking, well, what were you pulling for taxes and car maintenance? It's a very valid question. 30%, guys, that's what you should be pulling. But yeah, and then on top of all that, besides the fact that I wasn't making the money, my 2014 Subaru Forester, also known as Blue, she has 185,000 miles on her. She needed to be retired, okay? I put almost 100,000 miles on that car in 3 years. Yeah, she needed to be retired. Those were the reasons. And I got a steady paycheck. But I am gone from my house more now than I was when I was an independent contractor. I'm at the office for 9 hours a day. That doesn't include travel. Travel time looks approximately, it's only a 15-minute travel time on a good day, but still. Then there's overtime. Then there's getting there a little bit early because they allow you to clock in 15 minutes early. Leave it. Come on. So it adds up. Time adds up. Thankfully, he is not home alone all day long, so I don't have to worry about that. Working at a job to get a normal pay, a steady paycheck, has been tiring and stressful. I know everyone says, leave your stress at work. It's no concern to you when you get home. Well, that's not how an ADHD brain works. Okay, literally, I woke up Saturday morning and my significant other was there. And I started talking about work. He goes, stop. He goes, you are doing nothing this weekend. Literally nothing. I'm not letting you do anything this weekend. You are sitting down on this couch and doing nothing. If you know me, that is very hard for me to do. Because there is always something that needs to be done. Everywhere I go. Always something that needs to be done. I have a garden that needs to get ready, which I have scaled back. Don't worry. I've scaled back the garden just a little bit because I'm not getting home until 5:30, 5:45 at night now, whereas before I was home by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Come on. Yeah, it's all muddy there. Can we not walk there? But, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. But he literally told me, you're not leaving the couch, and if you do, you're not going far. So it's one of the things that I really like about him. He actually makes me slow down. My parents can't even make me slow down, guys. That says a lot, okay? So I did nothing this weekend. I was so overwhelmed from the previous week and stressed out that I was exhausted. Getting up and walking to my kitchen and back to my couch in my living room, I was exhausted and all I wanted to do was sit down. That comes from mental exhaustion, which then affects the rest of your body. So the reason why I'm so stressed out right now is because I just had a change of my position. I finally got promoted to the position that I was hired for with a little bit of a bump up from there. No pay increase, but there was a bump to another position. Will I fight for that increase for my fiscal year review to try and get a higher raise during fiscal year reviews? Definitely. Don't you worry. But the transition from one supervisor to another supervisor, from one position to another position, similar positions, but not the same, was a little rough. Just a little rough. And rough to the point where we went to my supervisor's manager, who is our manager, but he oversees her. So things are working out better now. Things are always rough in the beginning, and this particular supervisor, it almost seems like she was used to having senior employees, like tenured employees on her team, and she wasn't used to having newbies. Now, granted, I'm not a newbie, but I haven't even been there a year. I'm still technically a newbie. There's other people that came over with me that have only been there for 3 months. Like, they're newbies. So there was just a lot of transition and a lot of stress. So yeah, that's where I've been, guys. Stressed out with the new job and slowing down and literally not having time. So the thing is before I wasn't on a computer all day. I am literally on a computer all day long now. So when I get home, the idea of sitting on a computer is not very intriguing. So, but I just wanted to jump on here and be like, hey, I'm alive. We're starting to get outside to do more things now. The sun doesn't go down until after 7:30 or something like that. So I'm actually able to come out and work in the yard and walk Ghost, who has been missing his walks. And he's very sniffy. But yeah, that's what happened. That's where I've been. I'm alive. He's alive. We're doing the things, or weren't doing the things, but trying to do the things. Do you understand where I'm saying, what I'm coming from, what I'm throwing down right now? It's been a year, and it's only April. So, stick around, like, subscribe, and share. My goal right now is to try and put out 1 video a week. I'm not going to try for anything extravagant. 1 video a week, and we'll go from there. So, let me know down in the comments what you guys did during this slow down cozy season, because I took full advantage of it, and I think everyone should. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and we will see you in that next video.